Yo, this is Punta Flex, and you're watching In the Know with Antoine Jones. Yeah!
Welcome back. Now I know a lot of you have probably heard DJ Radigan on the radio, but you might not be able to put a face to the name. So of course, we at In the Know thought that we'll put a face to the name for you. So let's see who's really hurting the streets. Check it out.
Stop it, and more people might sleep, no might equal, nice equal to my people that come on, look and what's my white people. You let the parties come shake your body, put a swing to your swing, do that thing, let's get naughty, double line records. Think the losses, open your office, gonna see who's naughty, who's nice, who's soft. It's the return of the wild style fashion is smashing hits, make it hard to adapt to this. Put pizzazz and jazz in this, the cash in this, master this, blast this, and make a clap to this. DJ's doing.
So is this a profession that you always wanted to be in?
Yeah, actually, from a kid, I kind of always had an interest in broadcast and in radio specifically. I liked TV. I like to work behind the scenes in TV, kind of like what the camera guy over there is doing. But radio was kind of like always my pet peeve. You know, always had a fascination with how it worked, and obviously music as well. But
so you didn't want to be like me, you didn't want to be in front of the cameras, you wanted to be behind the scenes.
I was never a big in front of the camera person. I was always, like a behind the scenes type of guy. I kind of like to be heard and not seen, so to speak.
So a lot of people might not know you from behind the scenes, so did you grow up in Bermuda? Because I hear a little bit of an accent there.
Spent a lot of time growing up in the States and moved about a bit in the States. Lived up in the Midwest for a while, like up in Ohio. Lived in New York for a while, lived in Maryland, and the list goes on.
So I hear you hitting the streets every day here on Power 95.
Yeah.
So what's that all about? How did this all come about, Power 95?
When I came back to Bermuda some years ago, basically again with radio being my pet peeve, I wanted to get back in, and I was fortunate enough to get in, and many thanks to guys like the Captain and Wayne Al. Some of the guys that helped me to get in. Radio had no choice but to step up its game, and of course, if you have a passion for what you do, you're gonna do it well anyway. So I just tried to let it shine, you know.
And since we're talking about music, how do you feel about the content that Bermudian artists are actually pushing out?
I think a lot of the Bermudian artists have definitely stepped up their game tremendously over the years. I mean, I've definitely seen an improvement over the years in the quality of what the guys and the artists in general are putting into their work. And as much as we can, we like to try and showcase our very own talent here in Bermuda, because we have terrific talent here. We have just as great talent here in Bermuda than anywhere in the world. There's a lot of upcoming artists, and I just want to give them kudos and encourage them. If you're gonna do your music, bring it here to us, to the station, and we want to at least contribute to getting your music out there,
Alright, so there are a couple other radio stations out there, so how do you feel about the competition?
Realistically, I'll be quite honest with you, because you said to be real. Really, it's good to know that there is competition out there, or other choices for the listener, you know what I mean? Back in the day, we didn't really have that. We had like one or two stations, and that was your only choice, you know what I mean? Now, yeah, you do have a few new stations that have come up. To be quite honest with you, half the time, I forget about them. I forget they're even there, because I think like this here: if I spend too much time focusing on the other guys across town, then I'm missing out on what I can put into my own show every day. A lot of times I forget the other stations are even there, because I'm kind of more focused on what I'm doing in my show and on the air, and trying to contribute to keeping Power 95 up at a good listening, basis. Obviously, we've had some changes here lately with some decisions that I want to make very clear to our listening, and I'm going to look in the camera, that management have made, and not myself, because there was a lot of things going around on Facebook, and I just want to set the record straight that decisions that were made were not mine, and they were not Juggle and Jason's.
So what actually happened?
Well, there were changes of staff and things of that nature going on around here in Power 95 and things of that nature. I don't want to disclose too much, but basically it was a decision made by management and not us. So I just wanted to make that very clear to your viewers and listeners, so that, because the social media is a very powerful thing, especially in a small place like Bermuda.
And once it gets out, it's out there.
It's out there, and it's out there for good. So sometimes you just have to come back and set the record straight. And basically, on the whole, Power 95 is a good station. There's still a lot of growth, that can happen with the station in a lot of areas. And I think management will be addressing some of those things forthcoming. So,
Great things to come.
hey, great to have you here too, man. And
Thank you.
I just want to, touch you and congratulate you on your show as well. And I'm an avid viewer of the show, and I'm very proud of what you're doing as well.
I'm always locked in on Power 95.
Hey, thank you very much. That means a whole lot to me, And just so you know, I'm always locked into your show. And,
In the know.
And one day we got to do an interview on the radio.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that we can get it out on the airwaves from here as well.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
Definitely.
my pleasure to be on your show. And
Thank you.
come on by and see us anytime. The door is always open.
That's what really goes into it. I'm gonna have to give him a challenge pretty soon. But don't move from that spot, because when we get back, you're gonna see another episode of Pimp My 2 and the Live Free Jason Smith twin. So don't go anywhere.